Hello friends, welcome to Pawan Shop channel. In this video we are going to see Hibernate mapping, right? So in Hibernate mapping, so first one is simple mapping. So simple mapping is when you want to map your Hibernate persistent class with simple data types like string, primitives, wrappers, date, etc. with the corresponding table columns, then it is called as simple mapping. So let's see the example. So I have one persistent class which is student, and in student class I have some property like ID, name, email, phone. So this persistent class you can map either with XML approach or annotation approach. So let's see first how to map this persistent class with XML approach. So first one, when you want to map your Hibernate persistent class, right? To map your Hibernate persistent class, you have to use the flowing tag, class tag, right? And to specify the name of the persistent class, you have to use the name attribute, and here you have to specify the persistent class name, and to specify the table name, you have to use the table attribute. And second one, when you have primary key property, to specify the primary key property, you have to use either ID tag or composite ID tag. Right? Let's see the example. ID tag. To specify the primary key property name, you have to use the name attribute, and for column attribute, and type attribute. Right? And let's see the other property. For other property, you have to use only property tag. So you can see here name, email, phone, right? And here in name I didn't mention column and type, right? So column is optional for all property. If you want to specify, otherwise column is optional, right? So if you will not specify the column attribute, so by default it will create the column name as property name. Whatever you have property name, that will be your column name. And when you will specify column attribute, so here whatever you will specify here in column attribute, right? So that will be your column name. And here if you see type is optional for string type of property, right? When you have string type property, so type is optional, and when you have other then string, so type is mandatory. You have to specify the type, right? So here you can see this is the ID int type, and this is the long type, right? So I have given int and long, otherwise you will get the exception. So let's see the example. If you didn't watch my previous video, like how to insert the data into database using XML approach, annotation approach, how to fetch the data from the database using XML or annotation, so please go and watch, right? So let's see the example how to insert the data into database using XML approach. So this is the persistent class, right? And in this persistent class I have for property ID, name, email, phone, right? And public setter getter method, and nothing else. Let's see how to map this persistent class with XML approach. Let's open this student.hbm.xml. So you can see here to specify the class, right? You have to use the class tag and name persistent class, name attribute, and this is the table attribute for table name, right? And this is the primary key property ID, name for primary key property name, and column for column, and type is for type, right? And this is the incrementer class is increment, right? Generator class is increment, right? So generator class is increment I have given. Increment why means because I am using MySQL database. So in the case of the MySQL database, you have to use the increment, right? Increment class. And when we have Oracle, in that case you have to use the sequence class, right? So when here what will do, Hibernate will generate the primary key value automatically. If you see my client code, here I am not providing ID, right? Only I'm providing name, email and phone, right? So Hibernate will generate the primary key value automatically. And for other column, other property, you have to use the property tag only, right? And this is name column and this is type. When you have other than string type, then you have to provide the type also. Otherwise, if you have string type property, if you see model class, name or email is string type, right? So in this case, no need to specify the type. So this is the how to map your Hibernate persistent class with XML approach, right? So let's see how to map your Hibernate persistent class using annotation approach. Let's see first point. You need to use the flowing annotation for persistent class, right? For persistent class, you have to use the @entity, and to specify the table, you have to use the @table annotation. Name is equal to table name, right? And when you have primary key field, for that you have to use the annotation like ID, and column is optional. Column to specify the column name, you have to use the column name is equal to column name, right? And when you have other property, right, for that you have to use only column name to specify the column name. That's it, right? Let's see the example how to insert the data into database using annotation approach, right? So let's see the persistent class. Here at class level I have given @entity, and to specify the table name you have given @table, right? Table name is equal to table name, right? And this is the optional actually. If you want to specify this table annotation, you can specify, otherwise this is optional. If you see here I'm not giving the table name, right? @table annotation. So in this case, Hibernate will create the table name as persistent class name, right? So this is the table annotation is optional. If you want to specify, you can specify, otherwise this is optional. By default it will create the table name as persistent class name, and when you have this annotation, then Hibernate will create the table name as whatever you will specify here. And let's see the primary key property. You have to use the @ID, and for column column name, right? Column name, and this is the generated value, right? Strategy equal to generation type dot identity. So if you specify this one, so Hibernate will generate the primary key value automatically, right? So in this case also, if you see my client code, here I am not providing the ID, right? Only name, email, phone, city, right? In the UPC model class I have 5 property: name, phone number and city, right? And for other property, only column column name, right? If you will not specify this, so by default for this property it will create the column name as name, property name, right? So column annotation is optional, and in the case of the XML, column attribute is optional, right? And when you are using the annotation, so here you can see I am not providing any type, right? So by default it will take the type as long type, whatever property type is here, right? So this is all about how to simple mapping, how to map the Hibernate persistent class with XML approach or annotation approach. If you didn't watch my previous video, then you please go and watch, right? And if you want this source code, right, if you want this source code, you can ping me on Telegram. You can join my Telegram, and there I will attach the source code. If you want this PPT also, there I will attach this PPT. So thank you, and we'll see you in next video. Thanks for watching.